Let's be live on both platforms now. I believe we are live on both platformies. Platformation. YouTube's delay is quite significant. Auto. What the? Just making sure the YouTube quality is Omega. Because the Twitch certainly isn't, because Twitch is a worse platform. What am I?
Our bond is strong.
All right. Everything seems pretty good. All right. Preliminary tests out of the way. Hopefully everything is goog. Let us go ahead and remove the starting sooner, because we're starting now. Okay. Oh yeah, I need to mute myself too. There we go. All right, so the plan for today is just to do Act 3, but depending on how long it is, maybe 4. Wait until 2 days later. Oh, damn, we still gotta wait. Cringe. Oink, oink, oink. What now? Go to Nasha Town. All right. Typical. Go to the hub of the nation. All right. I guess I'll do that. You know, I don't want to get Ino leveled for this team, but she's only C1, so I don't know. I know her C6 does something. That's 15 after using the whatever. Oh, she gives you lunar damage increase. All right, not bad, not bad. Let us continue. All right. So, Act 1 and 2, we learned that Rerir is not so good. All right, who are we meeting first?
It's been a few days since we said bye to the others in Nasha Town.
A few days? More like weeks. Wait, do the mannequins? Oh, yeah. You can put random artifacts on them and then just swap them around. You know, I'll take it for now.
If only he was gone for good. But with all the trouble he stirred up before, there's no way we've seen the last of him.
True.
Hello, you must be the traveler in Paimon?
Radomir.
Mr. Flint has been looking for you. Unfortunately, there's been a serious wild hunt attack over at the quarry. He thinks it's time to regroup and figure out a plan.
The quarry.
The wild hunt? Oh, uh-oh. We better get over there.
What is the quarry? I don't even remember.
Come on, let's go.
Okay. Act 3. Dang, which nation is the one that doesn't exist? Oh wait, it's all capital letters. Oh, also, my title is like not even remotely correct. I somehow typed it wrong. It is... No, wait. I didn't type it that wrong. I just put the instead of that. Because I always do that. A nation that doesn't exist. Okay. Let's get that rectified real quick. Rect. Save. But even then, my little YouTube thumbnail is also slightly incorrect because it didn't capitalize the T. Whatever.
Why does Ashru sit up on the counter?
Don't matter.
To welcome our clients, of course. A kitty's gotta earn his kibble somehow.
I feel like this is just having her, man, I don't even know which is faster. Probably this way, because I don't have to run around buildings. But I feel like having her charged attack be a sprint is just, like, literally worse than just not having that at all. I mean, I guess if you just let go, then that happens. But, like, there's no reason... Because there's, like, no benefit to doing this over just sprinting. It's the same speed. Still drains stamina. I don't know. Whatever. Whoa. If people hadn't done the quest that's here, they'd be getting interrupted by it right now. Because I don't think focused experience mode turns off auto triggers on quests. Hey, yo, the whole gang's here. Except for Nefer. But that's why I brought Nefer. I knew I was going to need it.
I sense any Kuvaki at all. This whole area feels like a soulless husk.
Brutal.
Looks like his appetite truly is insatiable. As if the power of that energy cannon wasn't enough.
He's not seriously still getting stronger? What's his endgame here?
Probably to get stronger.
Ah, everyone's here already. Hey, we made it. So, what's going on?
We've all been on high alert since we split up a few days back, expecting Rerir to strike again. But it's like he just vanished into thin air. No one has seen him nor found any trace of his presence.
Yep, guess Varka killed him already. Alright, can wrap up the quest.
That is, until this morning, when a ratnik found signs of wild hunt activity while out here on patrol. As you can see, the Crystonite itself is physically intact. But the
Crystonite.
Kuvaki it contained is all but completely diminished.
Can I still loot it?
And we're sure that Rerir did this.
Mm.
Who else? He's the only one who could pull off a stunt like this.
Kuvaki loss has reached critical levels. Reikir of Solnari set to maximum threat level.
What, he wasn't already?
Warning, unless de-escalation measures are taken soon, he will pose a threat beyond our ability to contain. The
Pretty sure he's already
consequences could
there.
be catastrophic.
Traveler, do you remember when we encountered Rerir just after regaining his body?
Yeah.
There wasn't a shred of sanity left.
I mean, he
Nothing but
seemed to
madness and rage.
be coherent and relatively sane after that.
Yeah, didn't he shout out a bunch of names? Then he started raving about how nothing in this world mattered to him. Oh, Paimon gets chills just thinking about it. Oh, but the thought that he's still out there, lurking somewhere in Nod-Krai, waiting for his chance to strike? Oh, even chillier.
Last time we
Chili
fought,
pepper.
we were already at a disadvantage. If he has such overwhelming strength, why would he suddenly go into hiding?
Yeah, if I were him and I wanted more
Yeah, true.
Kuvaki, I'd just take it by force. No point staying in the shadows.
Although to be fair, we didn't actually fight Rerir. It was just Sandrone doing all the work. So who knows?
Unless something went wrong. His whole resurrection thing didn't exactly go smoothly.
The other thing is, how does someone who's completely lost their mind still have the wherewithal to cover their tracks so perfectly?
He clearly didn't lose his mind.
Beats me.
He was just in shock, temporarily.
According to certain medical studies, insanity does not always entail a complete loss of rationality. It may be that he is simply living in a world of his own.
Okay.
Actually sounds about right. He was ranting away to himself the whole time, like he had zero interest in talking to us.
He was talking to us. He was telling us he was going to kill us.
There are many unanswered questions here. He could be right under our noses, and we'd still be in the dark. Besides his name and title, we know little about him. Certainly nothing about his past, or what he might be hoping to achieve.
Exactly. And we wouldn't even know where to begin looking. Even Boss hadn't heard of the Rahir of Solnari before all this.
Why not? The Fatui knew all about him. I guess the only reason we know about him is because Dainsleif told us. But I guess she doesn't have access to Fatui information then. Nefer,
I'd be willing to bet that
less
even if we gathered together
informed
every scrap of intel in Nod-Krai,
than our
we
enemies.
still wouldn't find more than, like, 3 useful facts about him.
Damn, she's okay symboling us.
So, if we do nothing, he'll just keep getting stronger. And if we want to investigate him,
Actually, I guess that's how you do a 3 with your hand in, like, a lot of countries. Germany, to name one.
last time we had Marionette and her big robo-buddy to help us, and we still barely held our ground. If we had to face him alone...
We didn't even do anything. We just stood there, and Polonia did everything.
Paimon's head hurts
I mean,
just
Paimon
thinking
never
about
does
it.
anything, so I guess that's normal for her.
What are we supposed to do against a threat this big?
Well, I do have a little hunch about his next move. Given that he attacked the quarry, I'd say it's likely he'll target other places rich in Kuvaki.
The guy that eats Kuvaki is gonna go after places rich in Kuvaki?
Somewhere like
No
the
way.
Eye of Krati, or the Pillar of Embla.
You made that up.
One thing's for sure. If we just sit back and let him keep absorbing Kuvaki, we really won't stand a chance against him.
A perfectly reasonable hypothesis. However, it is worth noting that these two locations are quite far apart. To investigate them both, we'll need to split up.
Okay. I'm sure I'll
I
go to
agree.
both.
We should split up. Right now, Rarir's goal seems to be gathering Kuvaki, not fighting us directly. Once we're done, let's regroup on Hisi Island.
Maybe.
Wait, why Hisi Island?
Who knows what powers Polonia, or why he's so strong when he's supposed to just be a souped-up ruin guard.
If I recall correctly, your largest goddess statue was carved from Kuvaki-rich ore, was it not?
That's right. Yes, it could well be a potential target of his. I should head back and start evacuating the pilgrims.
Pilgrims.
Splitting up's always gonna be risky. But I guess we don't have much choice, right? We're in a race against time here. And if we do run into Rear, what then?
1v1.
That's when you follow the third rule of treasure hunting. Run like the wind.
She's doing it again.
Didn't you say the third rule was go with the flow?
I don't know. Did I? Anyway, whatever. In this situation, go with the flow means go find backup.
Agreed. If anyone finds so much as a trace of Rarir, do not pursue him. Get out of the area and alert the rest of us as soon as possible. We need to put safety first.
All right, we'd better get moving. Come on, Anefa, let's go.
Okay. Wow, they teleported. Wow, so did we. Go to the Frost Moon Enclave. thingy now. You know, she's got this mechanic. Doesn't she? E.
No more lies.
Ah! Oh, I've never done this before. Recorded intel. Okay. Hopefully I don't need to memorize all that. He sells, oh yeah, he sells artifacts. They cost 2,000. I think you can buy once a day, it looks like. Interesting. If someone's bleeding Mora and has a dire need of artifact XP. Mga. This just looks funny. It's just like a regular sprint, but kind of green. Yo, we've grouping already? What's going on?
Any leads?
Nope. Diddly squat. No clues to where he might be hiding. It's like he's a ghost.
Ghost.
It feels like we're sitting on a powder keg that could go off at any second. Ugh, I hate this feeling.
Very valuable
I'd rather
aside.
face him head on than be left hanging like this.
So, you guys didn't find anything either?
Not loving the word either. How about you, Flints?
I questioned a few Ratniki and eventually narrowed my investigation down to one suspicious individual. But by the time I got to his place, he was already gone.
You know, I wonder. When he didn't have a body, he could mimic people, but I wonder if he still can.
Almost as if he knew someone was on to him. Either that, or he's just extremely cautious and doesn't stay in one place for long.
He's been biding his time for a while now. The question is, where
I suppose
or
we'll
what
probably
is
find
his
out.
next target?
No idea. Since regaining his body, he seems to have lost all interest in the fragment in my possession. If he did still want it, he's had plenty of chances to take it.
He kind of made it seem like he couldn't use that fragment anymore because we purified it. And thus it wouldn't be of any use to him anymore.
All
But-
we can do now is hope that Ino and Anefa turn up some leads. Darn it, Rereer. If you've got the guts, come face me one-on-one! Wait, he's actually here? I didn't mean it, I swear!
Is that where Columbina hangs out?
No, it's coming from
Rip.
Silver Moon Hall. The Lady Kutar might be in danger.
Whoa, whoa.
Let's get over there, quick!
Cutscene. Yo, already this cutscene? Nice.
Why is he attacking the damselette? What's going on?
Because she's
No time for
the
questions.
goddess of
Stop him.
Kuvaki. She's helping.
This is insane.
Yehuda, get Kutar out of here!
On it.
She's helping too.
Look where your feeble light has gotten you. You shall plunge into darkness. Thalindus, soon I will find a way.
Watch out!
You almost got it, Paimon.
Find them. Even if it means turning this place to ashes.
I bet we're at the Fatui headquarters. Okay, maybe not.
That was too close.
We barely made it out of there alive. What's that guy's deal? How'd he get so crazy strong?
He's a threat to this entire nation. I doubt his strength could even be measured by conventional standards.
Yeah, we've been told that.
I have a question. When me and Anefa showed up, we saw him chasing after this lady like he wanted her dead. What was that all about? We weren't there for the whole thing either. They were already duking it out by the time we arrived.
Yeah, we didn't see how it all started. It all escalated so quickly, we had no choice but to step in.
True.
Kutar, can you shed any light on the situation?
Oh, nope.
Kutar.
I just got here.
Cross-checking database. I see. So you're the one that the Frost Moon Scions refer to as the Moon Goddess?
The game forgetting that I already did that mini quest where they have met already, and she already figured this out.
Wait, she's the moon goddess? Oh, no wonder she looks just like all those statues.
There are many reasons why people might worship the moon, and just as many why they might despise it.
I feel like they're all terrible reasons, though. It's the moon. Chill.
I've never met that person before, but there was no mistaking his deep-seated hostility towards me. Why he holds me in such contempt, I cannot say. But since he hunts the power of the moon, it's no surprise that I am a target.
Kutar.
There are many potential motives. For instance, you help the traveler escape his grasp. This could be his way of taking revenge. It is also possible that he covets the Kuvaki inside you and seeks to take it for his own. The list goes on. But right now,
Yeah, it's probably that one.
devising a counter-strategy should be our #1 priority. The likelihood of this location being discovered is close to 100%.
A counter strategy? But we don't stand a chance against an enemy like this. Surely our only option is to run. He's not gonna chase us to the end of the world, right? So as long as we can sneak out of Nod-Krai undetected.
Yeah, I was thinking about that a while ago. That Inefa and Columbina should have some relation, because
No,
they're both
I can't say
Draconic
that.
creations.
Come on, Yehoda. This is serious stuff. You can't suggest we all just chicken out.
But maybe not. Just because they were both made by dragons doesn't necessarily mean...
Running is our only option.
Actually, I don't even know if Damselette was raised or created by dragons. The moon was, but then she's like a moon person that came about after one of the moons destroyed, so who knows?
Huh?
You seem surprised, but what other choice do we have? We are facing an enemy we cannot possibly defeat in battle.
Alright, step 1, somebody figure out how to contact Dainsleif. Step 2, hope he's just not blowing smoke when he says he wants to kill all the sinners.
Well, I mean, yeah, but still.
It's not too late. I can distract him, so you have plenty of time to make your escape.
Wait, what? You're gonna act as bait?
Doesn't that make sense? I'm the one he's after. There's no need for you to risk your necks on my behalf. A coyote doesn't stop for bypassers while it's howling at the moon. What is it, Lama? The Frost Moon Scions have already grown accustomed to life without their goddess. My presence here is no longer essential, and this is not my home, so you needn't ask me to stay.
We can't just roll over and let him get away with this. That's not our style.
Yeah, we can't just call it quits after everything we've been through together. Besides, she'd pretty much saved my life back there. If I just ditched her now, I'd never forgive myself.
We can't overlook that you have saved our lives multiple times now. To talk of returning the favor would be a little crass for my liking. But suffice to say that we are friends, and friends look out for one another.
River's true objective remains unclear. Even if we were to sacrifice Miss Kutar, there's no guarantee he would stop.
But
True.
Kutar, I know why you left the Frost Moon Scions so long ago. It was because people started treating prayer as a form of trade. They would make self-centered wishes, force you to accept meaningless offerings in return, and then expect you to perform miracles for them, as if that were their entitlement. If it were me, I might have walked away too. But I believe that time can change everything, and that sometimes it takes losing something precious to appreciate its true worth. After much reflection, I've realized that this was never about whether the Frost Moon Scions need you. Any relationship based on need is purely transactional. What I truly hope is that you'll choose to stay, not out of obligation, but as part of our family.
Yeah, Capitano probably not quite to the par with a sinner, though. Although the way they describe sinners kind of confuses me in some ways, because like a descender is supposed to be someone who can rival the world. And it's been stated that all of the sinners have the power to do that. So are they descenders? Are they not descenders? Or is it like a separate... Like you're either a sinner or a descender? Because, I mean, it seems to me, if each sinner has the power to destroy the world, then they're, you know, they meet the requirement for descender. But, I don't know. Maybe someday that'll be ironed out, or they'll just, you know, assume it's not a big deal.
You were born here, and now you've returned. Who knows? Perhaps it was the moonlight that guided you home.
thank you, Lauma. But my power is on the wane. I'm afraid I will be of little use to you now. Very well then. I'll do as you say.
Both times you saved us, we were transported across great distances in an instant. Is that one of your powers as the moon goddess?
Oh no, I just used a teleport waypoint.
It is, but I find it very draining. I barely managed to pull it off just now, and it will be some time before I'm strong enough to do so again. Rejected by the world, my power is dwindling. Like a lake, cut off from its source, slowly shrinking away. Now, it has almost run dry.
What do you mean, rejected by the world?
The 3 moons belong to the ancient bygone era in which they came into being. From the moment I was born, the world itself has been steadily sapping away at my strength. The 3 moons are not one and the same. As the goddess of the Frost Moon, I cannot wield the powers of the other 2. Yet moonlight has a way of blending together. Each can reflect the other's glow. So when our fingers touched, I was able to restore my strength by drawing Kuvaki from the eternal moon's marrow.
Gotta find that iridescent marrow.
But this method of recovery is painfully slow.
Yeah, that's
If
what I'm
only
about
we
to
could
say.
find the...
Ognog.
It's the Wild Hunt! Even
Quick.
faster than we expected. We'll
Call
have to
Geralt of
finish this
Rivia.
conversation later.
See how those wild hunt creatures are running away from us. They're
Running.
likely just a scouting party, which means Rerir
It's
won't
kinda
be far
shambling.
behind.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's get the heck out of here!
What is this team? I guess it's an okay team. I know, get some.
Branches a song with one heart.
Oh, they just keep coming!
Alright.
This is driving me nuts!
I'm not used to playing
Rerir's closing in on
flames.
us. We need to pick up the pace.
Or an FF, because I don't have either one.
There's too many of them! And this time, we can't fall back on Kutar's help to escape! This goes on much longer.
Beware the creatures of the night.
Pressing the Q that I don't want to press. Oh my.
Clean up sequence.
Branches a song with one heart.
Be silent. Close your eyes.
Yeah, that's the rotation.
Be silent. Fear the dark.
There's something else I'm supposed to be doing?
Night falls.
Defensive mode engaged.
Oh, wait, he's got constellations too, I think.
Lushes the moon.
They all probably do.
Everlasting forest.
Observe. Be silent. Fear the dark.
I feel like there's probably something else I'm supposed to be doing at this point.
Fear the dark.
But it's fun to just play these characters too, so. I'm down. Alright. What do I just like walk away or something? Or... Here's some of these things. T. Oh. Maybe it was just a timer. Yo, what up? D-Luke. Just kidding. Why does he have D-Luke's sword, though? Hey.
What's the matter? Bit off more than you could chew?
Who could it be? We certainly don't know until they tell us. There we go. All right.
Who are you? Uncle Varka! You're back from Amsvartnir?
Amsvartnir. Okay, so that's not how the other person pronounced it. He said like Ansvantenjarvi or something. Which one is true?
You're Varka? Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius?
We could save the intros for later. Right now, let's get you all out of this hellhole. Follow me. I know somewhere you'll be safe.
The bar.
Oh, is that where I think it is?
That's the one. Come on, move! There's no time to waste.
Not the bar.
Wow!
Well, that goes without saying. This is the Knights of Favonius' meeting place in Nod-Krai, and a contact hub for the Northern Intelligence Network.
Those the guys that worked with D-Luke?
AKA, the black market of intel. No matter what faction you're with, it's the place to buy and sell information. Their headquarters are in Nod-Krai, but they've got contacts in every nation. As an expeditionary force on foreign soil, working with them has offered us the most effective way of getting our hands on reliable local intel. This is where we meet, so naturally, it's secure. Anyway, where were we? Folks from Nod-Krai should be pretty familiar with me by now, but I believe this is the first time we've met. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Varka, Knight of Boreas, and Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius.
Yeah, hey Varka, have you ever heard of a knight named Godwin? You ever wonder where he went, huh?
We've heard all about you. This meeting's been a long time coming. You look way younger than Paimon expected, but you definitely have that Grand Master vibe.
Well, I'm no spring chicken. Just not showing my age yet. Definitely feeling some of that back pain today, though. Rushed back from Amsfartnir without a wink of sleep, only to get right into another fight with that freshly revived maniac.
So he pronounces it that way, too. Yeah, it is interesting that not only do they both have the Wolf's Gravestone, but that the Wolf's Gravestone is a broken sword, and it's broken for both of them. So it could be that it was forged like that.
Another? You mean you fought him before?
But also, why would somebody make a sword that nobody can wield?
Yep. He wasn't nearly as strong back then, but he was still a formidable foe. I brought some of the knights along to give him a little surprise, but he saw us coming from a mile off. My squad took heavy injuries, and I barely made it out alive myself. We knew it might have been our last chance, so we staked everything on it. But still, it wasn't enough to stop him.
Rip.
I tried tracking him down afterwards, but he didn't leave a trace. Even in his unhinged mental state, he's as cautious as any trained operative. So, I decided to come find you. And as luck would have it, turned up to find you being ambushed by the Wild Hunt. The rest, you already know.
Is that why he's been frantically absorbing Kuvaki these past few days?
Maybe I'm part of the equation, but even if I
Did I
weren't,
skip something?
I'm sure he'd still be gathering power. He's clearly working up towards something.
Note to self, Uncle Varka's strength rating officially upgraded.
Your ratings need some work.
Guess it's my turn to ask questions now. So, what exactly has been happening in Nod-Krai? Why has the Wild Hunt returned in humanoid form? And why is it after you?
That's a long story, but I'll try to make it quick.
Black screen, white text. Yeah.
Wow, I had no idea so much had happened. Sounds like you guys have really been through it. So, the Kutar is actually a Fatui Harbinger. And all this Wild Hunt activity in Nod-Krai is the work of the Raker of Solnari, one of the 5 sinners. That's a lot to take in. Need some time to wrap my head around it all.
I'm truly sorry, Mr. Varka. You stood with us against the Wild Hunt and did everything you could to stop it from escalating into a full-blown catastrophe. And then, the one time you're away, it all comes to a head and all your hard work gets undone.
You've got nothing to apologize for, Miss Moonchanter. You
Miss
can plan 100
Moonchanter.
steps
That's
ahead
your
and
last
still
name.
slip up. That's just life. No one knows what tomorrow holds. You can't predict which way the wind will blow next.
Lauma Moonchanter.
And, to be perfectly honest, I can't say I'm surprised. For all the times we've defeated the Wild Hunt in the past, we've never been able to completely wipe it out. Turns out, we were just delaying the inevitable. But now that a new variable has come into play, fate may well take a different course.
A new variable? You mean us?
Who else? And in a strange way, I think his resurgence might not be an entirely bad thing. The Wild Hunt is like an unrelenting force of nature, but Rarir is an individual with an agenda. He's gotta have a weak spot somewhere. That said, while Ino was explaining everything just now, some of the points that Mr. Flint's added caught my attention.
You mean about our mystery ally?
That's right. From what you've said, not only did they lead you straight to some key files, they also shielded Hisi Island from a lethal Kuvaki blast.
Nicole, perhaps?
I don't know who or what could pull something like that off. Heck, even Miss Columbina doesn't have a clue.
I hadn't heard the story about those files. Would you mind repeating their titles for me?
Oh, they're kind of embarrassing.
Wild Hunt Phenomena Log, a Nod-Krai and Ratnik's Field Journal, and Kuvaki Survey Log.
Okay, that tells me nothing. I don't know why I asked. Sorry.
Oh. No.
Yep.
Still doesn't ring a bell.
Predicted.
Another dead end. Guess all we can do now is hope that our mystery ally keeps showing up when we most need them. Still, it's safest to assume they won't be intervening again. From here on out, we'll have to resolve this crisis by ourselves. Your intel also explains something else I've been wondering about. The reason I led my team to Amsfarnir was because we'd had reports about a possible source of the Wild Hunt showing up there. But once we looked into it, it turned out to be a red herring. I don't know who was behind it, but clearly, it served its purpose. I doubt it's by chance that he happened to make his comeback while my attention was diverted. And from everything you told me, it sounds like his scheming began well before his return. So maybe luring me away was all a part of his plan. But is it even possible that he orchestrated all of this by himself?
Probably. Dude's been alive for 500 years. Or like, quote-unquote alive.
The way everything is unfolding, it can't be a coincidence.
So, what do we do now? Got any ideas?
Right now, we've got at least 3 things to consider. Let's go through them one by one.
Number 1, I'm hungry.
First,
Number 2,
we
I'm
need to
sober.
figure out how to take down Rarir. If we can't beat him in a straight-up fight, the rest won't even matter.
I guess that's more important.
To my knowledge, the bulk of Nod-Krai's fighting force is already gathered here. But even with everyone united, we're still no match for Rarir in his current state, let alone with his power still growing.
What if there was a way to tap into a new
Nicole
power
is the
of our
current
own?
theory.
How so?
A new power.
Have you thought of something, Columbina?
3 moons once watched over this world. The Eternal Moon was the largest. The Frost Moon was the brightest. And the Iridescent Moon was the most mysterious. They say that back then, the 3 moon goddesses wielded immense power. Enough to shape the workings of the world itself. I now bear the Frost Moon's power, and the Eternal Moon's marrow resides within the Traveler.
Hold on. Are you suggesting?
The Iridescent Moon, the last piece in the puzzle.
That's right. If we can find the Iridescent Moon's marrow, I will be able to regain my strength much more quickly.
Not sure why she would assume that when she said that the moon powers don't synergize with each other.
The
But
3 moons are said to stir the tides and illuminate all
who knows?
things.
Maybe if you got all 3.
Perhaps they hold further secrets beyond our understanding.
Then you go Super Saiyan.
According to my analysis, this solution is feasible. However, it is subject to one major condition. How do we locate the iridescent moon's marrow?
Well, we ask Arlecchino. because we know from the trailer that she shows up.
I know a way, but we will need to visit the Fatui's Experimental Design Bureau.
The Experimental Design Bureau? Are you saying we need to involve Marionette?
Yes.
She's already kind of
I
involved.
must speak with Sandrone.
It's a long way from here to the Experimental Design Bureau. There's a high chance you'll be spotted. You shouldn't go alone.
And
Yeah.
that's settled. Next up, our second priority. Somehow, we need to figure out Rarier's end goal. As you saw for yourselves, when he was still in his wild hunt form, everything he did was for the sake of recovering his body and resurrecting himself. His first act since then, after laying low for a while, was to try and assassinate this young lady. People's obsessions often reveal their greatest vulnerabilities. There must be a reason why he despises the moon so deeply. Perhaps it sheds some light on his title, the Raker of Solnari. The Wild Hunt has plagued Nod-Krai for centuries now. If we want to stop it for good, we have to get to the root cause of what's driving it.
I don't think they've clarified the names of the moons. They said it was Aria, Sonnet, and Canon. And everybody's assuming that Solnari is like an alternate name of one of them. And Aramis, and then like also Canon. But I don't think they've said that in game. That's just things that people figured out outside of game.
It's true. We still know very little about
So why
him.
is he telling us, yeah, Raker of Solnari moons, as if the average player knows about that?
If Kutar hadn't given us that lead, we wouldn't even know his name.
But where would we even start? I doubt even the Intel Queen of Nod-Krai has a clue, and she has info coming out of her ears.
Oh? That's a rather hasty conclusion for someone who's so painstakingly meticulous when it comes to dealing with machines.
Ah, she heard me.
Boss! What are you doing here?
I'm now asking myself the same question. I received a letter from a humble knight of Favonius, requesting a meeting to discuss a major business deal. But it looks like this humble knight had something else in mind.
Details, details. Miss Neffer, the important thing is that you've arrived at the perfect time.
Well, anybody who was in Conria back then would know about the Sinners. So that is like the Fatui, because of Capitano was there and Piero was there. And any others? I think those are the only two that were literally there. So they could have shared it with anybody at this point.
Since his failed ambush, I've been racking my brains trying to come up with a plan to fight Rarier. Given the severity of the situation, I think it's fair to say that our only chance lies in uniting as one. And I'm talking all the factions in Nod-Krai. We can't do this without the Curatorium, but I knew it'd be a tough job to win you over. So, I took the liberty of reaching out for a little chat.
Wait a sec. How did you even hear about this place, Neffer?
Varka told her.
Didn't you say this is meant to be the Knights of Favonius' meeting spot? And a contact hub for the Northern Intelligence Network? And isn't it supposed to be super hidden?
You really think he could have gotten settled in Nod-Krai without my help? Besides, I'm the one running this gig. Of course I know where the meeting place is.
Well, Varka knowing might not be that much of a stretch, because he's friends with the Hexen Circle, and Rhindaughter is one of them. And Rhindaughter clearly told Albedo all about it. So that information could have been disseminated to the Knights of Favonius. Wow, so Neffer's the intelligence network person. The intelligence dealer in Nod-Krai is also the, in charge of the intelligence network.
Allow me to
Who would have
introduce
thought?
the current head of the Northern Intelligence Network. If it's intel you're after, she's your woman. Pretty much seen and heard it all.
Please spare me the flattery. Let's cut to the chase. Seems like you've run into some trouble, huh?
You bring Nefer up to speed. Haha, we know more than her.
Well,
Confirmed.
This certainly
Owned.
qualifies as an unforeseen crisis. On behalf of the Curatorium of Secrets, I wish you all the best of luck.
So you're just going to sit this one out?
Why should I get involved? What could possibly be in it for me?
I don't know. How much do you like this nation?
What if we told you we can't do this without you?
Oh? Then I'd say you'd better make it worth my while.
I can't put a price on something like this. It's just not in my nature. But then again, you and I have always been polar opposites in this regard. So I can't exactly say I didn't see this coming. If you insist on compensation, I will pay you. Consider this a formal commission. Sound fair?
You just don't give up, do you? Too bad. I know you well enough to know you can't afford my prices. The riskier the job, the more it'll cost. And a Moonchanter's stipend isn't exactly generous. Unless you're planning to start passing the donation box around among the faithful.
Cursor.
Boss, just a thought. If they come up short, maybe you can take the difference out of my next few paychecks. Things got really dangerous during the fight with Rerir. If this girl hadn't saved me, I'd be ley line fodder by now. I'd be gone for good, boss.
Oh, so what you're saying is she owes me.
If there's any way we can make this work, I'd really
Imagine.
like to help her. Please? I'm begging you.
This is why I'm always telling you never accept favors. They are the hardest debts to repay. You have to be careful who you get involved with, or you invite all kinds of misfortune. Very well, Yehoda, I will help. But just this once. Don't count on this happening again. Flynn's, that fragment that Rerir was after, do you still have it on you?
Of course.
Let me borrow it. I need it to follow up on some leads.
Wait, you actually have some leads?
Shh. This is top secret information.
I get it. We all have things we'd rather keep to ourselves. Plus, I know we can count on you, so we'll leave the intel gathering in your hands. And that brings me to the third and final item. We need to find a way to distract him. We need time to make our move, so someone will have to stall him.
Paimon, you're up.
I'm in for this part, no matter what. Anyone coming with?
Count me in too.
Come off it, you two. Quit playing heroes. I'm way ahead of you here. Nefa did a scan of the Moon Goddess's Kuvaki signature, and we're gonna use it to make some decoys over at the Kramkake craft shop. Anyone who's in, follow me. Once they're ready, we'll deploy the decoys across Nod-Krai. So as long as the rest of you keep moving, he won't catch on to your scent and won't be able to track you down.
Poor Ito. They tried to make the first Chad character, but weren't ready to edit the model yet.
I like it. Genius idea.
No biggie.
All right then, we'll split into 3 teams. Once your team has finished their mission, return here and wait for the others. Dismissed!
Okay. Yo, loading screen. Hey.
Lady Damselette. Wait, and you two? What are you doing at the Kuvaki Experimental Design Bureau?
What if I told you I come here like every day and beat the crap out of like half your army, just for fun and resources?
We've been doing our best to mind our own business lately. But if you're just gonna waltz up here like this, you're seriously pressing your luck. Don't blame us for doing what we have to.
Huh! You really think that's gonna scare us off?
We're not looking for any trouble. I just want to see Zandrone.
Do I need to remind you that you're still a wanted fugitive for deserting us? Out of consideration for our former ties and the crisis we're all up against, we'll let you leave in one piece. But don't even think about trying to get inside.
Do we need to remind you that she was rank 3?
Let them in.
Yo, marionette song? This might be the repeat. Oh, nope. Maybe now. Yeah, it seems like the repeat point. All right.
But
Jesus. Just go ham on the Fatui themes.
Are you going to make me repeat that?
no, my lady.
Zandrone seems to be in a good mood. Must be maintenance day.
So tell me, to what do I owe the honor this time? Actually, before you answer that, just so we're clear, we're not colleagues anymore, Columbina. I don't owe you anything.
I promise it's nothing big.
It seems like you've gotten the wrong idea here. The only reason I let you in was because I was bored. It seemed like a way to kill some time and satisfy my own curiosity. Whatever miscalculations I may or may not have made in the past, I haven't lost the plot enough to even consider sticking my neck out for your sakes.
I'd like to speak with Arlecchino.
Yo, theme switch.
What? Huh? You mean the knave?
I'd like to speak with Arlecchino. Is she in Nod-Krai?
That's classified.
No, she's not. Once the work on this facility was completed, she went back with the rooster and Regrator. The only ones in Nod-Krai are me and... what is
Piero.
it you need to speak
No,
to
wait.
her about anyway?
Dotori's here. That's right. We already know that. From Mawika.
Rerir is hunting me. If I'm going to face him, I must first retrieve the lost moon.
I don't understand what the person who drew me into an alternate dimension where there was a red moon has to do with the iridescent moon.
Is that a no?
Okay,
then?
traveler.
As if I need reminding. I was this close to settling things with him before someone decided to whisk me away to their weird little garden.
Have you held any tea parties lately?
Tea parties? Yeah, obviously. You don't seriously think we'd pack it all in just because you aren't here. If anything, they've been more eventful than ever. Just me, Arlecchino, and a bunch of insolent, insensitive guests who won't stop asking where you've gone. Oh, they've been a real joy.
Polonia screen time.
I bet you served them the worst tea you have. Just like you used to do to me when I upset you.
Who cares about how good the tea is when there's no one around to drink it? I keep losing people.
Oh, was that a hint of emotion at the end there?
Who cares about how good the tea is when there's no one around to drink it? I keep losing people.
Yo, the actor is trying to convey a slight hint of her being really sad. That was really good.
First Rosaline, now you? I'm running out of people who can make me laugh. Honestly, what could be more ridiculous than the multi-centenarian goddess, who's only ever had the plain herbal tea she received as offerings?
You'd always brew a different type of tea for me each time. Was it really just to see how I'd react?
Oh yeah, she's definitely a tsundere.
Well, duh. Why else? Watching you squirm was practically my only form of entertainment. Oh, yeah. And Capitano sometimes used to bring Tartaglia around, too. But I guess we won't be seeing him again.
Huh? What is this revisionist history? Child's dialogue about Capitano literally says that he doesn't think Capitano would even recognize him as a colleague. And now apparently they were hanging out.
Well, I guess we are overdue for a get-together. Polonia!
Let me reread something.
Have Favronia pass a message to Arlecchino for me. It's time for tea. Will suffice.
Pass along a message for me, too, if you would. My body cannot contain the marrow of 2 moons, so I'll be leaving one of them in her care.
Wait, so do you already know where the marrow is?
Excuse me?
Does she not already have
You
it?
said you were on the guest list. If my tea meant that much to you, maybe quitting the Fatui wasn't your brightest move. Back when you were under the Tsaritsa's protection, no one would have dared come at you so openly.
But that protection didn't come for free. In fact, I paid dearly for it. At the end of the day, it was just another transaction. I just got tired, that's all. I never wanted any part in their grand ambitions, and I've had enough of being treated like a bottomless supply of power.
Columbina is a battery, confirmed. Gonna generate 7 hydro particles per skill.
It brings back memories from the old days, when I was still worshipped as the moon goddess. Centuries on, it may be a different group of people, but I see the same greed in their eyes.
I figured you'd leave eventually. You didn't have as much of a reason to stay as I do.
I assume it's just because she needs access to Fatui technology, and she can't get it otherwise.
The Tsaritsa gave you shelter and protection, but that was it. Nothing more, nothing less.
Meanwhile, the Fatui demanded everything from you in return, until it was more than you could bear. I get why you left. And frankly, I have no interest in dragging you back just because the higher-ups told me to.
Higher-ups plural? I mean, I guess the Fiora would have, and the Tori probably would have sided with it too.
But if you keep hanging around with this riffraff, the next time we cross paths, we might be enemies for real.
Yo, toxic.
Guess that's our cue to leave. That might be your plan. But it sounds like someone else wants you to stay a little longer. Huh? What do you mean? Listen.
Yo, he found us. Yeah, that guy will save it.
My lady, it's the Wild Hunt. A horde of monsters is headed straight for the facility.
Another uninvited guest trying to crash my tea party. Clear the area. I'll handle this. Wait, what? You want us to leave you here by yourself? Huh, you'll be lucky to make it out of this alive. You really think you can afford to worry about me? Go on, get out of here. You may have stopped Polonia from crushing him last time, but I've made sure that won't happen again. The entire Experimental Design Bureau is rigged for war. Stay and watch if you want, but it'll be at your own risk. You're not flagged as friendlies in the weapon system.
Oh, toxic.
Don't tell me what to do! Look, if you're leaving, make it quick. Or you'll just get in my way. There's a secret passage on the second floor. It'll take you right to the plains out back.
Yeah, I've already gone in and out of it several times.
Stare all you want, Columbina. You're not getting another invitation to my tea party.
I know. But thank you anyway, Sandrone.
This is exactly why you shouldn't hang around with those people. All their melodrama and sentimental nonsense is rubbing off on you.
Yo, what do we got?
Come on then, Mr. Ray here. Let's pick up where we left off. It's your Wild Hunt monstrosities versus my beautiful creations. Let's see who comes out on top.
Whoa. Yo, I'm playing as Sandrone. Lock on? I mean, I'm just shooting. I would say headshot, but it doesn't seem like they have many heads. This is the kind of gameplay that you can get in Miliastra Wonderland. Hey, you're dead. Alright, I feel like it's not necessary for it to last this long. Okay. 5 seconds shorter would have been good. At least. Oh, no, we're doing it again. Can I move? No, I can't move. Pow, pow. Which spawning in melee? Right, once again going on a little bit too long. I can't but notice it's called Bosco, which is the name of the droid in Deep Rock Galactic. You. Okay.
Rotate out. Deploy all backup units. Get in there and hold the line.
Ooh, can I move on this one? No, nope.
They're more tenacious than I thought. Whatever. This is where the real fun begins. Don't worry. Once this is over, I'll put you all back together again. I promise.
Dang. Why is she talking to them? Did she give them personalities that would respond to that? It's kind of messed up.
Finally, the Raider himself. Time to... Huh? Where'd he go? Uh-oh.
Yeah, he taught that one machine a lesson. Alright, one last robot to control. Polonia gameplay reveal.
Polonia, get him! I've upgraded Polonia again since our last encounter, and uploaded every last scrap of your data. So let's finish this, once and for...
She's not here.
Yeah, we call that jebaited.
Where did she go?
Hey! Over here, you big...
Cursed moon. Go. Keep searching. She cannot have gotten far.
Secret. Secret outcome. Yo, I watched that video.
So this is your method for investigating Rarir's past. It almost looks like some kind of ceremony.
Yeah, you know, we're just going to casually dive into Ermin's soul or something.
Good deduction. But it's quite a different affair from what you're used to with the Frost Moon Scions.
Whoa! First time I've ever been in here. Boss always said it was off limits, so I pictured some kind of creepy dungeon. But it's actually kinda nice. Oh, I guess this must be Sumero decor? That's where Boss is from. And that nice shopkeeper who sold me my treasure compass.
Yo, Dory's nice.
I'm not sure exactly what you've got planned, but it looks like you're all set. When do we begin?
Whenever we wish. But for some reason, I've got a feeling this isn't going to end well. I've never faced Rarir myself, but from what you've told me, his power is beyond anything I could imagine. I, on the other hand, am just an ordinary businesswoman. Our paths should never have crossed, yet here I am, forced to make an enemy of him.
If you ask me, you're about as far from ordinary as it gets. So what are you saying? You're getting cold feet?
Once I take a job, there's no backing out. Still, I have to ask myself if the power I'm relying on will even work on an opponent of this caliber. And also how to make sure I come out of this alive if things spiral out of control. Death is the one thing we can take for granted. It is the great equalizer, however
Unless you're from
fortunate or
Conria.
unfortunate we may otherwise be. So it's important to consider how to spend what lifespan we have left.
Come on, boss. Lighten up. Quit talking about death. It's bad luck.
For once, I agree with you. When you're up against a foe like Rerir, there's no such thing as being too prepared. Is there anything I can do to help?
That won't be necessary. I've already made up my mind. Time to cash in a precious favor I've been saving for a rainy day. Yehoda, I need you to find someone for me. The sooner the better.
The Dendro Archon.
Eh? Find who?
That shady merchant who sold you an overpriced treasure compass the other day.
Oh, Dory. Again.
Come on, boss. You're pulling my leg again. In what way is she shady? She showed up when I was completely lost and sold me a neat little gadget that was exactly what I needed. Trust me, she's a good person. Anyway, I know who you're talking about. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. Quit dragging me. I genuinely can't run any further.
Her legs are short. She can't run as fast as others.
Hey, aren't you?
What is it? What's the big rush? You dragged me out of a dream where I was literally swimming in Mora. I'm charging double my usual attendance fee.
Yo, Chimera music. I'll take this opportunity to go to the bathroom real quick while the goated music plays. BRB. Him back.
See, look how easygoing she is. After that rude awakening, she could have completely snapped at us. But instead, she kept it together and just asked for an extra fee.
Dory Sangama Bay? I never would have pictured you two doing business together.
That's the first time anyone's putting those two together. It's either Lord Sangamabe or just Dory.
If you want to make it big in Nod-Krai, it's all about connections. Lady Nefer just so happens to have a lot of intel that interests me. And she also did me a big favor in the past. It was back when I first arrived in Nod-Krai. My trusty assistant, the genie in my lamp, had an adverse reaction to the Kuvaki and fainted. And wouldn't you know it, that's when I suddenly find myself in a life-or-death situation. Good thing my compatriot was there to swoop in and save the day. I've been giving her a 30% discount off all of my goods ever since. Now, so that no one here feels left out, I'm willing to extend a 20% discount to fellow friends of Boss Nefer. Plus, any other friends you send my way will enjoy 10% off. What can I say? The great Lord Sangamabe is nothing if not generous. So, let me guess. You've run into some trouble? I've got everything you could possibly need, and the more you buy, the more you'll save.
You guessed correctly. What have you got in the way of survival gear?
Those radiant exosuits that Skirk just sold her.
The one type of gear I've never been short on. What are you looking for? A jetpack fresh from the Academia's labs? An ancient suit of armor dredged up from the bottom of the sea? At the very least, I need to know what kind of opponent you're dealing with here. If even you're worried about staying alive, it must be pretty serious.
What if I told you it's someone with the power to bring a nation to its knees?
Knee pads, then.
Is that so? Then we really are talking top-shelf treasures. I don't have anything like that in stock right now. I'll have to ask my supplier.
What did you do with all those radiant exoskeletons already?
Your supplier?
A powerful woman, make no mistake. I can't reveal her identity, but luckily for you, I hear she's planning to visit Nod-Krai in the near future. If you're willing to wait, I can ask her when she's here. Can't say exactly how long that'll be, though.
Then, let me put it another way. What would you do if you encountered an enemy like that? Roll over and serve yourself up on a silver platter?
Course not! I have a handy little trinket from one of my generous suppliers, which... Hold on. What exactly are you getting at? No, no! This is for my personal use only!
What could that be? Oh, it's probably from Alice.
Let's just say I'm borrowing it, all right? Just for insurance purposes. You'll get it back later. Favors are the worst kind of debt to owe, and now you've got a chance to repay one. A win-win situation, don't you think?
Considering they ignored the anecdote where... Like, that wasn't even an anecdote. That was literally Columbina's story, a side thingy. But yeah, I'm betting they are not assuming that you did the anecdote with Skirk. So she's probably referring to Alice, since we know that Alice is supposed to be in Nod-Krai at some point.
Fine. You can borrow it for 5 days. No, make that 3. And for every extra hour after that, I'm charging you 1 million mora. Deal?
Jeez.
Deal.
music's over.
What a way to start the day. Now, was there anything else you wanted? Or can I go back to bed now?
And she left before even waiting for the answer.
That will be all. Take care now. Don't trip up on your way back, friend.
See you later! You're my favorite shopkeeper.
Excellent. Everything is well and truly ready. The ceremony can now begin. After initiating the ceremony, your minds will follow me wherever I go. You will see many strange things in your mind's eye. So remember, don't be frightened, and don't make a sound.
Yeah. But I guess they don't want the anecdotes to be too connected to the actual story. They just want them to be their own little thingies.
Now then, let us peer into the Raker of Solnari's past.
Whoa. So is this where that cutscene came from? Is this going to be where we see Dane, and it's like not going to be Dane actually coming here to help? I mean, I guess this is only Act 3.
I don't recognize this style of architecture. Must be Conrian.
That's funny. It's like we see it everywhere.
Simple furnishings, table and chairs. It's a more ordinary house than I might have expected.
It might be some way to access our Minsel. I always found it funny that they kind of, when you first go to the chasm, Dane makes a point to be like, no, this is not Conrian. It's way older. But, like, I mean, Conria and the ancient civilization both have identical architecture.
Looks like the fearsome Raker of Solnari came from surprisingly humble beginnings. Unless this passed for luxury in Conria. Unlikely. It was said to be a very prosperous nation in its heyday.
Yeah, and Kanomiya was part of it. And Salvin Dogner. It was like the world-spanning human civilization before Nibelung came back and wrecked everything. I think that's what happened. I don't remember 100%.
Anyway, I'll keep exploring.
Yo, loot! Oh, never mind. Any secrets back at the entrance? Whoa. Maybe. I bet it's going to tell us to come here later, so I'll do this first.
Hi, River. Since you're working extra hours tonight, I thought I'd keep myself busy by checking out that new kebab shop. I've heard good things about their menu.
Whoa, they had kebabs 500 years ago. What?
I'll test it out, and if it's as good as everyone's saying, let's go back together sometime. P.S. New stash from the Universitas Magistrorum. I brought some goodies home.
Wow,
a
another
few teacups and a pin rack. Hope you like
pronunciation.
them.
They didn't sign their name, but they must have been close. Sounds like they were living together.
I went over to Joseph's for drinks today. They have a fine collection, but I went alone. Felindis was tied up with something and couldn't make it.
Oh, so that's who that is.
Joseph asked
Must
why
be
I
his
came
girlfriend.
alone, but I didn't really have an answer.
Wife? Who knows?
He then went on to ask about other things. If you ask me, someone who asks that many personal questions is too nosy for their own good. But if he invites me again, chances are I'd still go.
Felindis. That's the same name Rerir mentioned.
Crane imports keep falling. If things don't pick up, we'll soon be back to meat and mushrooms only.
Or just use the Sampo mill. World Quest reference.
Honestly, I'm not a huge fan of that new type of mushroom everyone's been into lately. Didn't it start out as a lab-grown variety? I heard it's even mildly corrosive. Seriously, why would you even eat something like that?
Wonder if that's something we've heard of.
I don't care if it's an impressive feat of alchemy. That just isn't the kind of thing I like to eat.
Oh, is it something Rhindaughter created?
Grain has to be imported, and they're eating a diet of mostly meat and mushrooms. Could it be because Conria is underground, so it doesn't get much sunlight? That would explain why they use so much stone in their buildings.
Everybody knew it was underground. What are you, like the
They
worst
even use
information broker
alchemically
ever?
Modified strains for food. Seems like the people of Conria don't have many options when it comes to dining.
I've just about saved up enough now. Time to buy it and keep it somewhere safe.
Making a big purchase. I wonder what it is.
Oh, the moon.
He really is a professional. No wonder he's so good at covering his tracks.
True.
Despite what he's become, it seems like he's retained certain habits, at least in this regard.
They ate like bodybuilders.
Did Rary rip it out himself?
What? It is the plans to become a sinner?
Before I met you, I was convinced that my heart was nothing more than a stagnant pool. The burial place of a fallen moon. A withered, windless grove where the waters rested forever unrippled.
Wait a minute. Burial place of a fallen moon, referring to his heart?
It was you who helped me see that my heart hadn't entirely withered away. That it could still beat to the rhythm of love.
This is just trivial sentimentality from the looks of it. Why would he go to the trouble of hiding that? The burial place of a fallen moon.
Oh, true. Yo, what up? Playable Felindis model confirmed. The animation looks kind of goofy. They just have a running and a standing. They don't have a transition between the two. What about a walking? Oh, got a walking. This just looks funny. Alright. Wait, what did I say? Felindis? I meant to say Rerir, whatever. Oh, idle.
Rerir, over here.
Yo, young Dane?
Dane! Oh, and Vedalfin here? What a surprise to see you here, sir.
Sir.
Hello there, Rerir. You need not address me so formally outside of court.
Not showing.
He doesn't get that much free time, so I invited him over for a drink. Even the court prophet deserves a break every now and then, right?
Court prophet.
Well, I'm flattered.
So, what are we discussing today?
Hey, don't look at me. As far as I see it, we don't need an excuse to have a few drinks.
Come on, don't give us that. Didn't you say you were about to pop the big question? How's that coming along?
Who'd have thought the great Twilight Sword was an even greater gossip?
So when the sibling gonna show
I just
up?
didn't expect you to be the first one to settle down and get married, that's all.
Yeah. If you told me that a few years ago, I wouldn't have believed you either.
So, are you planning to come clean about your job then? I'm guessing you still haven't told her.
They literally don't exist. I'm assuming that Nefer sees them. And that they're just hiding them from us. Because they don't want to reveal young Dane and they don't want to reveal Vedderfolnir at all.
Sure, I'll have to tell her at some point. But I'll need to pick the right time and place. To be honest, I have no idea how she'll take it.
Come on, stop being such a pessimist. For all you know, she could be thrilled. I bet she'll be much more impressed by your actual job than the one she thinks you're doing now. A member of the King's Guard. Quite the cover story. Does the king himself even know?
Of course he does. Anyway, enough about me. How have you been?
The king.
Me? Same old, same old. Nothing much to... Huh? What's up, Ved?
Dang, what did he see?
It's nothing.
Vedalfin, Dainslift's elder brother. Renowned throughout the court of Conria as the Visionary, and said to possess a wisdom far beyond the reach of any ordinary man.
True.
And yet, despite the gulf between us, he seems to have something to say about me. Does he even know me? Does he see me as a friend of his brother, or just another of the Vinster King's blades?
Vinster King? I thought that's what they called him after. Why did I think that Vinster was like a derogatory thing? Or maybe it's just something Genshin made up. Because when I Google Vinster, half the results are literally Genshin.
Why did he react so strongly? Was it really to do with what we were talking about?
What?
Brown, curly hair and brooding blue eyes. So this is what Rerir looked like back in the day. Perfectly normal. No different from anyone else. As frightening as this monster is in the present, there's something even more unsettling about seeing the human he used to be.
Oh, now it's telling us to go to the mirror. The mirror does look a little bit lower poly. lower poly, just like blurrier. Staring contest. She's just not going to do any idols? Seems like nobody's going to do any idols. Perhaps they turned them off for exactly this reason. Or maybe I'm too close to the thingy. I doubt it. I think she's just not going to do them here. Trial? C3? Yeah, I feel like they're just not going to have idols. Hey.
Felindis? You're back early?
Our equipment's being serviced today, so I got off earlier than usual. How's your day been? Aw, why the long face? Is something the matter? Has your boss been giving you a hard time again?
Went for a drink with Dane and the others after work.
The others?
Isn't that a good thing?
Vedifnir showed up today, too. You know, Daneslif's older brother.
Ah, Mr. Vedifnir. Yes, I've heard of him. They say that everything he says ends up coming true.
He overheard Daneslif mention that I'd recently proposed, and seemed to have an issue with it. But when I asked what it was, he kept it to himself.
So, you're worried? You can be such a child sometimes, Revier. We're nobodies. Why would the Visionary be concerned about us?
He foresaw that we would steal the abyss together.
I'm sure someone in his position has much bigger fish to fry.
Maybe you're right.
You worry too much, Revier. We've been together for ages now, and everything's been going so well, has it not? You've even proposed to me.
Didn't they say that he hadn't done it yet? Whatever.
So, you do remember. Tell me then. What's your answer?
Yo, she didn't answer immediately? Toxic.
Like I said, I need some time to decide. You can't just rush into things like this. We may be nobodies in the grand scheme of things, but if we want things to work out, we've still got to plan ahead.
Yeah, she's got a side piece. Sorry, man.
Right. Take your time. Just don't keep me waiting forever.
Or maybe you are the side piece.
Nobodies. Sounds about right. In the eyes of people like Vedifnir and Daneslif, what do we matter? Can someone whose gaze is so fixed on a far-flung future even see the present clearly? Besides, the dynasty's fate rests with the king and his inner circle. Whatever I do, it won't make much difference.
They're not mentioning the prince, but Sibling would have been here for a long time by now. Because when Sibling arrived, Dane was just a kid, and now he's the Twilight Sword.
Meanwhile, every idea they come up with and every decision they make, it affects everything. These days, the king is lost in his research, and the purge of the Crimson Moon bloodline grows ever more intense.
Oh yeah, I thought that for a second too. If Alice or Nicole maybe, but I feel like they're a little bit bigger of a deal. Well, I mean, Nicole is, we already know, one of the angels. Alice, though. Who knows? Purge of the Crimson Moon Bloodline. Whoa. Seems like they didn't succeed, though, because Arlecchino's still around.
The opposition tried to speak
In
out.
present day, anyway.
But nothing came of it. And I'm under no illusions as to why. Because we eliminated them and got rid of their bodies.
Yo, fascist takeover of government.
A man can have 1,000 reasons to carry a sword, but there are few good excuses to use it. Yet the king has never even considered a gentler approach, and he never will. What becomes of someone who kills on another's behalf? Can he ever find true peace?
Oh.
Thelendis? It's nothing. You were right. Fate has never smiled upon nobodies like us. But by the same token, it's unlikely to bear a grudge against us either. There's no reason we can't keep living happily together, cherishing the simple joys of each day as they come.
We'll see about that.
See? You just need to stay positive, Revere. I can feel your warmth, your breath. You're right there, right by my side. Just seeing you makes me happy in a way I can't explain. And that's something that no one could ever take away from me. So smile, my love. Let go of that frown.
You're right, Thelendis. I've just been overthinking things.
That's better. Getting caught up about things like this will only ruin our evening. Speaking of which, all set for the ball tonight? I need to go get ready.
Oh, neither of them have Conrian eyes. Or was I just not
You
looking
go
close
ahead.
enough?
I just have a few things to take care of, then I'll come join you.
Even busier than the big
Oh,
shots,
yeah, he does.
huh? Fine, I'll go get started. But don't be late.
I just thought they
If
were
you
bigger.
keep me waiting too long, I
some
won't
reason.
be a happy bunny.
But yeah, so that means she's a Hilichurl now. Or dead.
Relax. I'll be there.
They're like squished Conrian eyes. They're not like it's more like an up and down points are a lot bigger than the left and right points. Or whatever.
Seriously, though, you drive a hard bargain. You're really gonna leave my proposal hanging and still expect me to take you to the ball?
Well, that goes without saying. I already told everyone I'd be coming with a dance partner. Besides, they're two completely different things. Let's take it one thing at a time, all right?
All right. White outfit it is.
And then in the future, he only wore black.
It seems like Rerir was deliberately hiding his ties to the intelligence services by giving the impression that he was just an ordinary member of the Venster King's Guard. He clearly doesn't want his would-be fiancée to know about his other life. Then again, that's hardly surprising. People in the intelligence trade rarely do. Who'd have thought we were in the same line of work? Let's dig a little deeper.
Yeah. His hair and his clothes traded. I guess she's got like the triangle eyes. I think Faruzan has the same ish. Most playable characters just have random ass eyes. What am I doing? Oh, leaving.
Our last operation was a resounding success, and all thanks to you, Rehir of Solnari. In total, We apprehended 32 dregs of the Crimson Moon and 67 accomplices.
Oh, so he was already the Raker of Solnari. So people were wondering if it was Moon Avenger or Moon Hunter as the correct translation, and I guess it's Moon Hunter, because he's hunting down people from the Crimson Moon Dynasty.
After all these years since the dynasty's fall, so many of them still linger on.
Even into present day, or at least one does.
Indeed, it cannot be denied. Yet it was destiny that the Crimson Moon should be overcome by the eclipse, and that His Majesty, the all-seeing Vinster King, now guides our nation on the path to prosperity. Conria has no further need for a dead moon. But alas, there will always be those who refuse to see the truth, choosing instead to romanticize the past.
That's not entirely true. Much about the Crimson Moon era was worthy of remembrance. And that's exactly why they keep trying to see it restored.
That's heresy! Take him out!
Many of its secrets remain unsolved to this day. As it happens, that's precisely the field of study my partner is devoted to.
Guess we'll have to take her out then.
You still haven't told her what you really do for a living.
Where would I even start? How do you tell someone that you're one of the king's hand-picked executioners? That your hands are steeped in blood?
You didn't choose this life, any more than I did. Orphans like us don't get a say.
But I'll sure as heck be the one to pay for it. Speaking of which, we need to be more rigorous in the way we identify direct descendants of the Crimson Moon. Someone, it seems, has strong opinions about my future plans. Most likely my marriage in particular. I have a feeling that we may soon become targets of the Crimson Moon's retribution.
So I think we're under the assumption that the Crimson Moon is the iridescent moon. Which makes a lot of sense, but I suppose it hasn't been confirmed quite yet. Yeah, it's only a little suspicious that nobody's talking about the Traveler sibling, but it could make sense because, I mean, the story doesn't directly involve him. He's just kind of there at this point. It's the king doing everything.
Your concerns are not unfounded. They've taken out many of our colleagues these past few years, and for that very reason. These are no helpless lambs we're leading to the slaughter. They're wolves in sheep's clothing. Take care, Raker of Solnari. I look forward to toasting you at your wedding.
And by that he means burning the place down.
Thanks, Thorkel. You look after yourself, too. Thelindis, I never wanted to keep this from you. You're the last person I would ever want to lie to.
She knows. That's why she didn't give you an answer yet.
But that's exactly why I can't tell you everything. There are things you shouldn't know. Things you cannot know. The moonlit dynasties are a thing of the past. Yet even now, with the sun shining high in the sky, there are those who would call forth a dead moon's ghost.
Is the sun shining high in the sky?
Could that be why Vedalfnir held back? Or was it because of some court secret he's not at liberty to share? I have to get a clear answer from him. No matter what happens, I will protect Thelindis.
Rerir seems to be very concerned by Vedalfnir's reaction. Vedalfnir and Dainsleif, the Visionary and Twilight Sword. So that's what they were really like.
He also cursed Rhindaughter. Like when he seemed like he was cursing Vedalfnir and Rhindaughter and then panicking and saying Thelindis. So where does Rhindaughter fit in?
There doesn't seem to be any other memories here. Should I try somewhere else? Wait a second. What's this black smoke?
He's invaded his own past memory and knows you're snooping. He's gonna get you. Well, yeah, we know the prince, the sibling, has been in Conria for a long time.
So
at that
he's
point.
late after all. Just you wait, Rarier. You're in for it.
Because Dane was a child when the Abyss Twin first arrived. And now he's the Twilight Sword, so. But it's not necessarily suspicious that they're not mentioning him, because he just might not be involved in the story they're talking about. But maybe. There's definitely something very... not sure what the word is. Not being told to us about the twins' past. So who knows?
Are you waiting for someone, ma'am? Could I tempt you into buying some flowers?
Secret assassin child.
Sure. Pick me out a pretty bunch if you would.
Thank you. But I'm afraid none of them are as pretty as you.
Kid, relax.
For someone so young, you sure have a way with words, don't you?
I'm only telling the truth. Look me in the eyes. You'll see I'm not lying.
Whoa.
You're...
Kill him.
May we have a word in private?
Oh. Well, it seemed like the cataclysm was actively happening at the time the twin was looking for us. Although what the twin spread doesn't make any sense, because they said that they looked for us through the whole world, and then they came back, and then Daredeth gave them the thing, and they were like, oh, I guess I'll go look in the spaceship. It's like, why wasn't that the first place you looked? Are you an idiot? But, yeah, there's definitely... Every single thing that the twin has ever told us should not be taken at face value, in my opinion. It could all be wrong. But we shall see.
Who are you? And what do you want?
It doesn't matter who I am. Too many of our kind have fallen lately, so I decided to take the risk of reaching out. Not long ago, the Ray here of Solnari led an assault on one of our strongholds. We suffered many casualties, and many who came to our aid lost their lives as well.
Sorry, I don't know why you're telling me this. And I don't want to get involved.
Wait, hear me out. This time we finally got a clear look at his face and learned his true identity.
Rip.
His name is Rarier, and he claims to be one of the King's guards.
What did you say?
A cruel irony, isn't it? The man you're set to marry leads a double life as a brutal executioner. But surely, you must have caught a whiff of the blood on his hands.
Why are you telling me all of this now?
Simple. It's because...
How strange.
Yo, toxic. Not showing us.
Nowhere to be seen in that memory. It clearly belonged to the Lindis.
Yeah, that's why I had to go through the smoke to get to it.
Rarier couldn't possibly know what happened if he wasn't even there. Why would her memories appear in his fragment? The ceremony won't last much longer. I think it's time to call it a day.
So that was your doing? Did you just pull us inside Rarier's fragment to spy directly on his memories?
Oh, they took the heart fragment thingy. Okay. I forgot that part. So that's how they were looking into his past. It wasn't just like random Ermin soul.
Any more questions, and I'll have to start charging.
I had no idea you could do that, boss! Seriously, that was amazing! We're not worthy. We're not worthy! I gotta admit, though, I'm itching to see what happens next. Feels like we barely scratched the surface.
I'm just as curious as you are, but the ceremony only allows for limited time inside. That's all we can see for now. Luckily, we managed to learn quite a lot.
So far, so good. I just hope the others are doing okay too. Especially the group with the Traveler. Their mission is a risky one. Let's hope it's all going smoothly.
You're supposed to mention the one that we're about to jump to when you say a line like that, not the one that we already did.
If you're worried about them, go see how they're doing.
If I know boss, she's gonna need some time to write up all the details and make sure it's all coherent. I'll stay behind to lend a hand, but feel free to head back and meet up with the others.
Well, actually, we already know that Varka's team failed because the whole purpose was to distract Rerir, and he was after Columbina. So, what's this third section even going to be? Oh. I guess it's not showing us them one by one. It's just going to whichever one is relevant at the time.
Oh, they've been prowling around for nearly 2 days now. These things just won't quit. Oh, they might not have seen us yet, but
so we've been chilling out with Columbina for 2 days. Oh yeah, sneaking gameplay.
One little slip up and it's game over. If they spot us, they'll run straight back to Rerir, and once he knows we're here, it won't be long before he's breathing down our necks again. Oh, guess you're right. All right, time to zip it.
Find a way to the secret bay. Oh, hey. They were literally right behind us.
Oh, they've been prowling around. Oh, they might not have seen us yet, but them. Oh, that's
Yeah,
if they
this
spot us,
cutscene
they'll
every
run
time.
oh. Quick, hide! We almost got spotted.
Spotted.
That was a close call.
Can we transform into a thingy? Nope. Okay. What else we got? Nothing. Alright. Avoid the patrolling. Tame hunt. Yeah, I said it. Ah. So do we go this way?
Watch out! It's coming this way.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm going this way. Hey, can I control my camera? Please? Thank you.
Keep going. We're nearly there. This is the final hurdle.
Had to get that loot in.
Oh, there's no end to these things.
Oh, I guess we're fighting now. Is it necessary for us to just be hiding in the wilderness?
Fire! Wait, what's that smell?
What if we just, like,
Fire!
went to Nasha Town? Oh, who could it be? Blood Flame, or whatever it's called. That's what it's called in, Elden Ring. I forget what it is in this. Bale Moon Bloodfire, I think that's what it is. Is this a new song? Almost. Oh. Predicted. Easy.
Sandrone was right. You look weak, Columbina.
Sup, girl?
The old you would never have let such lowly creatures bar your way. Word has it that you did something for the Tsaritsa, and that's why you've lost most of your power. Freedom comes at a heavy price, doesn't it?
It's Arlecchino! You came!
Hello again, Columbina. And greetings, guests of the House of the Hearth.
It's been a while, Arlecchino.
Sorry, Arlecchino. You're old news now. We've got Mawika. She's the Pyro DPS now. L.
Stupid right here of stupid Solnari. Ugh, whatever. I've got all the data I need. Next time we meet, you're finished.
This time, things will be different.
He sure doesn't pull his punches.
Excuse me, do you need a hand?
Is that Mika?
You can do me a favor by staying out of my way. Can't you see I'm busy?
Sounded like Mika.
Wait a minute. I recognize that voice.
Hello, Miss Sandrone.
Oh.
Father sent us over to help.
Mika, Fremine. What's the difference, honestly?
How considerate of her. Hey, Fremine, get over here and help me fix this. Lenny, you do your thing. Just keep your sister away from my machines. Nearly every machine that Catgirl touches ends up going haywire. Go put her on cleaning duty or something.
Yo, actually referencing an anecdote?
Then let's start downstairs. Fremine, we'll leave this place to you. You've got it.
Wait a second. Pretty sure there's still some tea in the cupboard. If you want some, you'll have to make it yourselves.
Oh yeah, that's true. Arlecchino was supposed to come to the tea party. Totally ditched. Sent the ringers instead. Yo, Cookie Shinobu's here too? Poggers? I didn't call you. Get out of here. Treasure chest. 2. Man, I have not been doing my exploration. Sneak past the treasure chests. Return to the secret base.
It's a relief to see you all made it back in one piece.
One piece? It's real?
Huh? Feels like there's quite a few people missing. Where's Flint's and the others?
They're dead.
And what about Nefer?
Didn't care to come back.
I returned ahead of them. Flint is helping Aino and Anefa to set up the decoys and buy us some time. As for Miss Nefer...
Boss is still wrapping things up on her end. She sent us back to fill you all in on the top secret intel we've been gathering.
I see. Then let's get
We
right into it.
know that Rerir was almost engaged once. Thank you.
But first, who do we have here? You brought someone else in to help?
Doesn't even recognize her. El Bozo, not recognizing Arlecchino.
Greetings. I was invited here to help as a longtime Tea Party companion of Columbina's. You may call me Arlecchino.
Surely it can't be.
Those eyes. Oh, where have I seen them before? Wait, of course. In those memories we just saw.
The only Arlecchino I know is the fourth of the Fatui Harbingers. So either you share a pretty uncommon name, or you're more than just a Tea Party buddy.
Well, man, whatever.
You are well informed, Grandmaster. A man from Mondstadt living all the way out here in Nod-Krai, and yet the people and affairs of Snezhnaya seem to hold a special place in your heart.
Oh, the feeling's mutual. Sounds like you know all about who I am, too.
A Fatui Harbinger.
Another one? You mean?
The atmosphere in here just got really tense. Guess we can't just start trusting Fatui Harbingers, even at a time like this.
I must admit, though, I'm a little curious. Seeing as the Moon Goddess no longer belongs to the Fatui, what makes you so willing to put your neck on the line here?
Nor does Nod-Krai belong to Mondstadt, Mr. Varka. Yet still, you're fighting for it all the same. Things don't always have to have a tangible payoff. Sometimes, stopping things from spiraling out of control is a higher priority than chasing the spoils of victory. Of course, I can't say there's nothing in it for me at all. But that's between Columbina and myself.
I don't know if I'm confident we can trust her.
Forgive
But,
me. I don't mean to doubt you. It's just that the Fatui really have been the source of many of our troubles. We have our own way of doing things here in Nod-Krai. But ever since they arrived, the Fatui have treated us with nothing but hostility.
I know there's been a lot of bad blood between us in the past. I've done my utmost to avoid friction whenever I could. But sometimes fundamental conflicts of interest simply can't be settled amicably. That's why I'm here solely in a personal capacity. This has nothing to do with the Fatui. As a gesture of good faith, I'll be frank. I can help Columbina track down the iridescent moon's marrow, which will help her restore more of her power. Anyway, what else is on the agenda? Let's begin.
She says she'll be frank, then completely skips over the details. Looks like she doesn't want to give away too many secrets after all. But she clearly wants to change the subject. It'd be awkward if I tried to bring it up again now. I guess we'll just have to go along with it. She's the fourth of the Fatui Harbingers after all. One look and you can tell she's not someone you'd want to mess with.
Well, since Miss Arlecchino sounds confident in her ability to handle that, we'll proceed to the next topic. Yehoda, time to share that top-secret intel.
All right, listen up, everyone. First, we now know that Rerir was originally a Conrian secret agent whose primary mission was to hunt down and assassinate the so-called Dregs of the Crimson Moon.
The Dregs of the Crimson Moon?
In the memories, there was a lot of talk about the Crimson Moon and Eclipse, and a whole bunch of other stuff from the time of Conria.
To my knowledge, those were the names of 2 different Conrian dynasties.
Yo, catching up the non-lore knowers.
Long, long ago, it is said that the people of Conria worshipped the Crimson Moon, drawing a mysterious power from its reflection. But one day, a coup saw the Crimson Moon eclipsed, hence the name of the new dynasty that replaced it, and how it became the new emblem of Conria.
Still, long after the Crimson Moon dynasty had fallen, the last ruler of the Eclipse dynasty, the Vinster King, still coveted the secrets it left behind. So, he sent the Rehir of Solnari to secretly hunt down the Crimson Moon's few remaining followers. In those days, Rerir showed no signs of madness. In fact, he was as normal as any other person. Oh, and he had a fiancé, or at least a would-be fiancé, called Tholindis.
That's what we call a rejection.
What's the matter?
He called out that name. Yeah, this is the second time we've been over this.
Daughter. Flinders.
Interesting. Anything else? What about this would-be fiancé of his? Do we know anything about her?
She was not pure-blooded Conrian, so she's a Hilichurl now. You can go find her. Maybe.
Well, she was a researcher at the Universitas Magistrorum, but it felt like she was hiding some kind of secret.
Oh, so they were both keeping secrets.
Oh, and one more thing. For some reason, Rerir's fragment also contains some of Tholindis' memories, though only a very small portion.
He ate her.
Well, no shortage of potential leads, I'll give you that. In any case, it sounds like we can conclude that while Tholindis was still around, Rerir appeared to be lucid and quite normal. Tholindis, it seems, must have been the one thing in this world that he couldn't let go of. Tell me, though, were these pure-blood Conrians we're talking about here?
Oh, Varka's wondering too.
Hold on. If she was a pure-blood Conrian...
She wasn't.
Oh yeah, just like how it was with the captain.
If we could somehow find her, do you think there's any chance Rerir might regain some of his sanity?
It's possible, but it would take a miracle. We can't pin all our hopes on that. That merchant who Nefer knows, Dori Sangama Bay. Maybe we could hire her to look into it.
I guess... Oh, it was only Lauma, Jehoda, and Nefer. They might not know that the Star Eyes are a sign of the pure-blooded Conrians. The Traveler should, because Kaya literally told us that, as did Dainsleif.
All right, then. Let's keep working in our separate teams.
But I guess they're not going to ask that question.
Traveler, Paimon, Kutar, and Miss Arlecchino will go look for the iridescent moon's marrow. As for the others...
On the way over here, I noticed that the wild hunt monsters had grown even more frenzied in their search for Kutar.
Yeah, that means he mad.
At this rate, the people living here will be in grave danger too. So I'm thinking of gathering together some of our followers to go wipe them out.
Genocide.
I'll head back to the curatorium and meet up with the boss.
Okay.
Feels good knowing we've all got something to be getting on with. Given
Sure.
that the Wild Hunt has been a lot more active lately, the Lightkeepers have likely begun their own operations too. If that is the case, someone will need to pass the news on to Flint's.
Okay.
I'll hold the fort for now, then discuss our next move with Flint's, Aino, and Anefa when they get back.
All right then.
Well, the clock's ticking. If that's everything, we'll be on our way.
We'd better get moving too. We'll try to buy you as much time as we can.
Relax. Just do your thing. Now, I decided to call in some backup since things are getting so hairy. Our reinforcements should be here any minute now.
The horses?
Stay safe, everyone. Dismissed.
We're back.
That's not the backup.
Did we get here a little early? Or a little late?
A tad late. The others have already set off. To summarize, our resident moon goddess has found us a new ally, and Boss Nefer has uncovered some promising info. Everything going smoothly on your
I'm
end?
not promising if you know the part where she's a hill troll.
Not great. I don't know how long we can stall them for. The decoys are getting taken out way faster than we imagined. I'm gonna make some more later, but I need a timeout first. I'm so tired right now. Oh, right! Inefa, could you fill in Uncle Varka on what we just discussed with Flints?
Maybe.
Sure. Uncle Varka, you previously told us about how when you went to investigate a source of the Wild Hunt in Amsvartnir, you discovered that it was just a diversion. But according to Flints' intel, several outbreaks of the Wild Hunt had already occurred in Nod-Krai in the period leading up to that. That was before Rerir had regained his body, when he was far from regaining his full strength. In other words, in theory at least, he still lacked the means to act in two places at once.
Flints, with everything that's been happening, the Lightkeepers across Nod-Krai are rallying to fight back against the Wild Hunt. They're gonna need your help. I know, I'm sure you're capable of coming up with something far more effective than decoys. But for now, you should stay here and get some rest. And Effa and I will head back over to Amsvartnir to see if there's anything I missed.
I told you Uncle Varka would say that, didn't I? A deal is a deal. Not a word about my snack intake for the next week.
Oh, okay.
Database updated. Reliability of Aino's predictions increased.
What does that mean?
What do you think it means? Learn computers.
They were betting on how you'd respond after hearing their intel.
It's the obvious choice, isn't it? That's hardly worth betting on.
El and Effa?
We already decided that Inefa should go investigate the situation over at Amsvartnir on her own. You might as well stay here and keep watch.
Oh, okay.
Someone needs to hang back and oversee our strategy meetings. And besides, you still haven't fully recovered from ambushing Rerir.
Yeah, you're not playable yet.
So I've ended up with the easiest assignment. Well, I appreciate it, everyone. See you when you get back.
What now? Hey, yo. Cookie Shinobu's here? Make it for Rena next time.
Here, this will serve as a good spot to cross over.
Crossover into hell.
Arlecchino, hold up a second. Since you brought us all this way, would you mind telling us what you got planned?
I'm gonna take you all into my alternate universe.
We still haven't got the slightest idea what's going on here. And if even Columbina doesn't know where the iridescent moon's marrow is, how do you?
Simple. Because I am an inheritor of the royal bloodline of the Crimson Moon, and one of the last surviving embers of the Two Worlds' flames.
Huh?
She read Paraneri. She knows what's up.
Are you serious? Isn't you're a descendant of that Crimson Moon dynasty we were just talking about? The one from ancient Conria?
Yeah, you're not the first Conrian descendant we know, so, it's not that cool.
Your surprise is understandable. I was also taken aback when I first learned of it.
I forget where that was first mentioned. I think it was in one of her character stories, I guess.
But the more I thought about it,
Piero told her to look into it.
I realized the signs had been there all along. When I was young, I discovered I could wield a very special kind of fire. It coursed like blood through my veins, and smoldered away inside my nerves. What's more, whenever I experienced strong bursts of emotion or drew too deeply on this power, it was like some kind of presence within the fire would begin to gnaw away at me, consuming me from the inside out. Exactly. That is why my hands are like this, too. At first, I saw it only as a curse, but once I became a harbinger, the jester apprised me of the truth. Together with my own investigations, over the past few years, there are several things that I have gradually come to understand. For instance, take the so-called Crimson Moon. In truth, it is nothing more than the shattered remnants of the iridescent moon, fused with the abyss to prolong its lifespan.
Confirmation. But then the abyss getting thrown in there too.
Since this blood flame was bestowed upon me by the Crimson Moon, it is a fusion of the iridescent moon's former power and the corruption of the abyss. You all understand the nature of the abyss well enough. I draw upon its power, and in return, it hungers for my soul. This strange blackness is the mark of corruption it has left behind.
I could take care of that for you if you wanted.
If I recall correctly, you once told me that if the corruption ever made it to your heart, you'd become a completely different person.
Yes, and that's the reason I'm always careful not to push my power too far. It's essentially a never-ending tug-of-war.
Oh, sounds intense.
Anyway, the rest of my story can wait. Is there anything else about the Crimson Moon or the Iridescent Moon that you're unclear about?
Paimon has a question. So, the Crimson Moon that the Karians used to worship was actually the Iridescent Moon, right? Which was one of the three Moon sisters.
Here comes Paimon with the people who haven't been paying attention.
Does that mean that the Karians were to the Crimson Moon as the Frost Moon Scions are to the Frost Moon?
So much of that history has been lost. We have no way of knowing exactly what they were like. But I would suspect that the Conrians weren't as devout in their moon worship as it might appear. The iridescent moon's remains simply served as their link to the Abyss.
Yeah, those Conrians goofing off with the Abyss.
Later on, perhaps someone discovered a way to make direct contact with the Abyss. Or maybe there was some kind of ideological divide. Either way, a dissenting faction staged a coup and drove out the royal heirs of the Crimson Moon dynasty. Still, even with the dark sun looming high overhead, the Crimson Moon's glow never truly faded. If you want living proof, it's standing right before you.
The first time we met, I sensed something familiar in your presence.
Yo, they're like moon sisters.
When I looked at you, I felt I could see that mysterious red moon in the corner of my eye. In your flames, I saw its broken image, surrounded by a strange black aura.
Well, I appreciate that you kept it to yourself. Much about the Crimson Moon is still a mystery, and I'd prefer not to end up as the object of an insane research project.
Well, I mean, Piero knew all about it, so I mean, if that was going to happen, he would have just did it.
Anyway, time is against us here, so if there's any other questions, they'll have to wait. I just want to make sure I've got one thing straight. In her letter, Sandrone mentioned that since you are unable to contain the iridescent moon's marrow yourself, you intend to leave it in my custody. Correct?
Yo, Arlecchino buffs?
That's right.
Not.
For now, it's the only way I can pay you back for your help. The iridescent moon is already part of who you are, so with its marrow in your possession, you'll be even more powerful than before.
Oh, look out, Mawika.
Deal. Then let's get started.
About to have a new rank 1 Fatui Harbinger.
What does this place have to do with the Crimson Moon?
When I first became a Harbinger, the Jester gave me a book called Parenheri, also known as Leobranto Inamorato.
Yo, story quest.
You
Or
should
story
be able to buy a copy next
lore
time you're in Fontaine. It's a love story set in the Crimson Moon era.
character
But
story.
setting aside the tangled romances of its characters, it also records a few interesting details.
I already bought a copy. Wait, was it a romance thing? The only part I remember is like the dude stuck in the tunnel that like had to say they were dead or whatever.
In the Crimson Moon era, or so the story goes, there was an orphanage that received children from beyond the bounds of this world, and subjected them to a peculiar induction ceremony.
Beyond the bounds of this world? For real? And what kind of induction ceremony?
Come on, stop interjecting.
The Crimson Moon sages looked beyond this world for beings with powers that surpassed the gods. But fearing they might lose control, they subjected these children to a process of refinement. They made these children crawl up a fireplace and kept asking them, "Have you died? Did you see it?" Until they finally admitted to having died and seen a crimson moon.
Man, they weren't kidding about bridging the gap between people who read lore and people who don't. They're just explaining the book to us now.
The adults embraced the children who passed the ritual, telling them, "Within the fireplace, you have traversed the flames between two worlds. Here and now, you are born anew." The book leaves much unsaid, but I suspect that this was their way of branding the children they had enrolled, leaving an indelible mark upon them so that they would forever live in the Crimson Moon's light.
That explains why I can't sense the Crimson Moon's marrow in this world. It makes sense that it would be sealed in a special space that can only be accessed temporarily through some kind of ritual.
And it's also interesting that it's apparently just been a thing that various people have been doing throughout history in Teyvat. It's just like bringing in outsiders and messing with them. Like the Crimson Moon Dynasty was doing it. Like that's what Sertologi did with Skirk. That's what the Eclipse Dynasty did with the Abyss Twin, allegedly. Still very suspicious of that story.
But there's no fireplace here. Do you see a chimney anywhere? Oh, are we supposed to build it ourselves? Okay, fine. Paimon will go find some bricks.
Traveler giggling. Haha, you're about to be pulled into a hell dimension through Arlecchino's eyes.
That won't be necessary. The fireplace is purely symbolic. The key to the ritual is crossing the flames between two worlds. In other words, the flames that burn within me. Those burned away by such flames leave behind a kind of ghostly afterimage in the world. In the days of Conria, people believed they could be used to bridge the gap between the two worlds of life and death. In short, I can open a passage to that space for you. That's the easy part.
So it's possible to have not done Arlecchino's quest now. So I wonder if they account for that, or if they just assume nobody's done it.
The catch is I'll need to stay on this side to keep the passage open. So I won't be able to come with you. Once you're inside, you'll have to find your own way. Very well. Then I'll open it up.
I guess it's not the same thing.
Spare me a little more moonlight if you would. I may need it.
Okay.
Thank you. I feel like I've recovered some of my strength now. It should be enough to move us across short distances and confront whatever dangers might await.
Mistress of the seven hues of ages past, great mother of the present, crimson-clad sovereign of the two realms, by fire severed, by fire renewed, I offer myself now and beseech your descent.
You didn't have to do all this last time. Just kind of made eye contact. Boy, I sure hope Rarer is not looking anywhere in this general direction right now.
One word of advice. As you're crossing over, no matter what voices you hear, do not answer.
Got it.
I sense a sinister gloom inside, but also the familiar light of the moon. I feel that I am about to meet an old friend who has changed beyond all recognition. All right, let's go.
Let us go. Man, Renova don't care about nothing. She's just chilling up there. Achievement? Okay. Hey, it's Arlecchino and Farina. Oh, never mind.
Seismic changes often begin with small windows of opportunity. This could be your window.
Okay. Farina doesn't need your special red magic to walk on water, okay? Do this myself. Okay. Go through the passage.
And grant you death and rebirth. Wait, why are you?
Shut up, Abyss.
Over from another world, transcended fate itself. I have no right
It ends.
Hey! Look up at the sky! A red moon! This must be the spot, right?
Maybe?
Is that the abyss? It's practically filled the entire place. What now?
What a tragic sight. Fragments of your broken body, seized by the abyss and hung up aloft like mummified remains. Iridescent moon, was this truly what you wished for?
Careful! There's something spooky about this place. Feels like something is lurking in the fog.
Yeah, the abyss.
Behind you. Whatever you do, don't run off without her.
Yeah, what the? There's an invisible wall here. I guess it was just temporary.
By the way, Columbina, didn't you tell us that the iridescent moon had shattered into pieces? The moon up there looks pretty whole to Paimon. How is that possible?
The abyss did it. Yo, secret treasure chests? Secret invisible walls. Cringe. It was pretty far away. Party setup? Eh. It's Hyperbloom. What could go wrong? Hey.
Strike a pose!
Just kidding, it's electro-charged. Yeah, owned.
like I thought. It was only a facade.
Rip. Freaking helichurls. They're just everywhere.
Forrest, can't hide the truth.
I need to figure out what you're supposed to do with the rotation with Lao Ma and Nefer, because they both consume all your Celestial Dew. But I guess the timing might work out because you generate it pretty quick. Treasure chest? Ruin machine? What? What are you doing here? Yeah, shoot your dumb shit at me. Missed. Oh, never said that. Oh, that was like the scary voice. Yo, 5 Prima Gems! Yeah, true. Tholindis. Although I never was clear on that. Like, are hilichurls immortal too, or is that just... they're just everywhere and constantly show up? Because the whole thing of, like, them going to the chasm as their final resting place, it kind of made it seem like they don't actually die, they just sort of stop moving and turn into gunk.
Huh? For real? That's way too high! There's no way we'll be able to reach it!
Oh, somebody go get Chaska.
No. I'm not sensing anything up there.
Debated.
It's coming from under the mountain.
Under mountain? Yo, we're playing Dungeons and Dragons now.
Let's see. Ah! There's some kind of weird shadow over the water.
Abyss tumors? What?
Wait, see that? Looks like a mechanism of some sort. Let's check it out.
Okay. Don't fall. Yo, hilichurl's dancing.
Looks like a device from the time of Karia. Maybe
Yo, keep dancing.
people once came here to study the Crimson Moon's domain, and they left this behind. Oh, if we can activate it, we might find some clues.
Found. Mademoiselle Crubbleetta handled that situation. Activate. Just press random buttons. What could go wrong? Nice.
Hey, look at that! Now that the mechanism's running, the shadow in the water looks different.
Oh, thanks, Paimon.
Do you think these mechanisms might be the key to unlocking the secret?
No, I never considered that.
Try to find more of them!
Tholindis, we'll
Oh.
leave the rest of the research in your hands. We'll be heading back now.
Okay. So they said Rerir fell into the reflection of the moon. Maybe Tholindis fell first, and that's why he went in.
I hope this isn't ruining date night.
Ugh. Mind your own business. Just leave me some snacks on the table.
Tholindis? Is that Rerir's girlfriend? How come we're hearing her voice here?
Universitas Magistrorum.
Oh yeah. So, do you think she was studying this strange space all along?
The Abyss has made this space extremely unstable. Maybe that's why some of the things she said and did were preserved here. Like echoes. Or after images.
True.
Whenever I see this view, it takes me back to a poem from my childhood. Waning moon, oh lifeless damsel, weeping on the mountain crest. Mourning still in wistful tone, her fragile soul now laid to rest. For me, of all people, to be here investigating the mysteries of the Crimson Moon space. Is it a coincidence? Or something more?
Let's go dissolve some more abyssal sludge. Yo, what up, dude?
Strike a pose! Stand with me!
Gee, Hilichurl's in a spot where there were Conrian researchers, some of whom not pure-blooded. Rip.
Looks like the Abyss has messed up this mechanism. We need to find a way to get it working again. Let's see if there are any other devices nearby.
Yeah, what if we had a device to free the device? I bet there's an option to not kill them all. But,
The bond is strong.
there's a treasure chest here. What do you want me to do? We're just gonna play electro-charged. Mademoiselle Carboletta, get him. Hey, you're not getting him. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, now she's getting him. Yeah, get him, boys. And girls. I don't know. Yeah, electro-charged. The AFK team, I guess. It would really be the AFK team if I had Raiden instead of Kuki and Nahida. Well, I guess Lama could do it too. Yo, a device to free our other device? Dang, they planned for everything. Oh yeah. Oh, it's the moon's reflection.
I see. So the moon marrow, or rather the power of the three moons, is the key to unlocking...
What could that be? Could be anything, really. The Light Realm? Perhaps? I doubt it would be the Abyss, because why would the moons have anything to do with that? Contextually, the thing that makes the most sense is the Light Realm.
If it really does exist, then maybe this madness can finally be put to an end.
Yeah, that kind of makes sense in context, too. If they didn't know that the Light Realm was a thing yet. Or the Abyss. Well, they should have known the Abyss was a thing. Probably should have known the Light Realm was a thing too, but maybe they just thought it was a myth. Hence, why she said, if it really does exist. Ah! Rude. Yeah, I did the little weasel thief quest. You can't shoot me. I think. Owned. Purify. Alright. Pow. The reflection of the moon. The place where allegedly there can be no return.
In place, I should be able to access the chamber with the moon marrow. Oh, Revier, with every step you take, you're drifting further from what you truly desire.
Mention.
But you're not the root of the problem. Ever since that outsider set foot in Conria, the Vinster King has sunken deeper into madness.
Abyss Twin mentioned, we assume. So is this after? This might be after she found out that he was right here of Solnari. Otherwise, I don't know why she'd be commenting on him here.
If only I could get my hands on that outsider.
Yo. Chill. Hey.
Hey, look! The moon's reflection is back to normal!
Wow, let's go fall in it. I hear good things happen when you do that.
Alindis' voice mentioned a chamber with the moon marrow. Do you think maybe it's hidden in the moon's reflection?
It must be. For within it, I sense the fragile aura of a dying soul.
Dream Theater song?
Then there's no time to lose! Let's go!
Ugh. Walking on water like it's something special again. Farina's right here. Oh no, we're in the moon's reflection.
These things are so creepy! Looks like we'll have to destroy them if we want to get to the iridescent moon's marrow.
Aren't these in the Sacred Mountain? And we used like little serpent robots with a cannon on its back to deal with them. They were a lot more mobile then. Well, I guess we could just attack them too, I don't remember. It's been a while since I did that. Party setup. What? I'm still satisfied with this party.
The iridescent moon's marrow! Oh, but we'll need to destroy these things before we can reach it!
Okay. Let's eliminate. Man, this is still Act 3. I was debating if I would do more than Act 3 today, but I'm definitely not going to.
Leave this place.
I don't feel like pressing Q. You can't make me.
Let's see what you're made of.
And now most of the party is half dead. Thanks, Farina. But I don't have Ino leveled up, and I don't feel like using her, even though, honestly, an unleveled Ino is still just fine. It's not like she does anything but apply Hydro. Excuse me.
Our bond is strong!
Ow, rude.
Shower me with praise!
It all falls into place.
I need to generate that stuff much faster. Right. Need to heal yourself, Miss Shinobu. Ow, rude.
No more lies.
We're so close!
Hi, Mom. We don't need your commentary. Ooh, that guy's got a buff aura. What's that do?
Strike a pop, dissipate.
I think that used to be a mechanic. Hey, excuse me, I pressed Q.
Can't hide the truth. It all falls into place. No more lies.
Okay. Hello. Oh, I guess Paimon will have to carry it. Me and Columbina aren't allowed to. We've already got Moon Marrows.
I finally did it!
The iridescent moon's marrow, still burning away like an undying flame, yet now contaminated by the abyss. It has taken on a new form entirely.
Let's cleanse it.
If we can purify the abyssal power within,
Easy.
we should be able to obtain its untainted essence.
Mine. And before it doesn't work or something. Oh, never mind. We are the protagonist.
Cold.
Quit whining.
Is it you? Are you here?
Huh? Are you talking to us?
At long last, I can see you once more. Our fates have crossed, and I am finally free.
Yeah, we're looking for the marrow of a dead moon goddess, so we're gonna need you to go ahead and,
I'm sorry. I lied to you. Even knowing what was to come, I still couldn't let go of the fear in my heart as death drew near. The moment the moon shattered, my body began to split apart piece by piece. Like I was being cut into pieces by 1,000 blunt blades. My thoughts scattered as the cold crept in, but I could not bear to fade away like that. Tell me, what was it that brought you to us all that time ago? If only I had possessed your courage, then I might have been spared this torment more painful than death.
does she think the Traveler is the Abyss Twin?
You look so...
Or is she talking to Columbina?
That's how I felt too when I first saw you. But trust me when I say that everything happens.
Or is she not talking
for
to
a
anybody?
reason. Farewell, Hypo.
Is that Columbina's real name?
What was that all about? Was that the goddess of the iridescent moon? It sounded like she was speaking to a long-lost friend. But none of us have ever met her before, right?
Perhaps. She took me for the goddess of the frost moon she once knew. For a fading soul like hers, our auras must be too similar to tell apart.
But anyway, we've got the iridescent moon's marrow now. That should help you regain your strength, right?
Yeah, the story of the Three Moons' destruction, there was two conflicting ones. There was the one where, like, they turned on each other, and then there was a one where they didn't. I kind of forget the details of them, though.
Alright. Time to leave this place and meet back up with Arlecchino. Let's go!
We're gonna give it to Arlecchino, and she's gonna be like, "Oh,
That's odd.
I was hoping that it would still have the Abyss power."
Waning moon, oh lifeless damsel.
Whoa, whoa.
Hurry! The place is collapsing!
It wants to trap us here.
Who's it? The Abyss?
Yeah,
Now
probably.
we've taken the moon marrow. All that's left here is a dark will. It will show us no mercy.
Oh, she's dead. Oh, she's alive. Shut up, Felindus Abyss mode. Probably. Oh, we got Geo Traveler, I guess. Oh, blow it up.
This is where you fall. Witness my rise.
Couldn't be bothered to record new lines.
What are you waiting for?
Oh, let him get away.
We made it!
Woo!
Is that you, Arlecchino? Did
Hi,
you
Mom.
save us?
Seriously?
Wait, your hands! They're...
Oh, this? Don't worry. It's a small price to pay. The Abyss wanted to trap you inside, and I defied its will by bringing you out. No wonder it's a little angry.
Ooh. Feel like she's not gonna want that.
No. I have paid the price, albeit a small one, and it cannot be undone. My hands have already fused with the Abyss. Purification would simply destroy whatever's left of them.
Like if you purified Skirk. That one meme. Where it's just Skirk head. Lol.
But surely... Oh, we're so sorry, Arlecchino. Paimon can't believe you'd make a sacrifice like this for us.
As much as I'd like to call it a favor, the truth is I was simply holding up my end of the deal. Well,
Yes, you did your part. And as promised, I will leave the iridescent moon's marrow in your care. From this day forth, may the two worlds' flames burn ever more brightly.
I was hoping that it would still have Abyss powers.
I'll take that as a blessing.
Yo, buffs?
Now, Columbina, give me your hand. Accept this moonlight I offer in return.
Moonlight? What is this? A FromSoft game?
Feeling stronger?
Is that something else?
Hey, Columbina, are you okay?
I'm fine. Our powers are a little at odds, that's all.
By the Frost Moon's authority alone, wielding the power of the other moons was always going to be a stretch. Still, I think it's fair to say that your strength has returned, at least to the level it was at as Third Harbinger.
It's still not enough. There's no way I can hope to challenge Rayrier like this. Just one more ray of moonlight, if you would.
Yo, she's trying to yoink it all.
It's okay. I can take it.
How about now? Fighting fit?
Maybe.
At the very least, I won't have to stay hidden like before. I want to see him gone from Nod-Krai. The Ray here of Solnari and his wild hunt must be sent back where they belong.
Well, it's good to have something to aim for. You certainly seem more alive now than you did earlier. When I first met you, you didn't strike me as a ray of moonlight. More like a wisp of fog drifting in from who knows where, ready to scatter at the first sign of a breeze. But now, you're full of vitality. Just like the frost moon, once the brightest of them all. May you keep shining, Columbina. This is who you are.
Thank you. Look after yourself too, Arlecchino. I know you have plans of your own, and that's why you're always seeking to grow stronger. But whatever you're after, don't let the Abyss take a hold of you. I do not wish to see you go down the same path as Rerier.
I appreciate the concern, Columbina. Although perhaps it's time you took a new name.
A new name?
What?
Kutar, the Moon Maiden, Columbina. They're nothing more than code names. They describe who she is and the roles she's played, but they're not her real name. We often use code names in the House of the Hearth, too. But it's knowing your real name that keeps you grounded. Up till now, you've been living a wandering life, so you've probably never really cared. All I'll say is this. Once you've defeated Rerier, give it some thought. All right, that's it from me. I'll get you back safely first, then go meet up with Sandrone.
You're the best!
I appreciate the gesture. It speaks to your good character. Anyway, let's get going. There are more urgent things to do right now than trade compliments.
Yo, Poggy Woggies. Ending scene.
Call, but we got the iridescent moon's marrow and restored Columbina's strength. And that's all that matters. In other words, mission accomplished. Paimon wonders how everyone else is doing.
Treasure chest. All right. Well, doesn't look like there's anyone standing around to talk to. So I guess that's all. Okay. I sure as heck don't have time to do the next one today. Act 4. So that'll be next time. Maybe I can get it done tomorrow. I want to do it sooner than later, though. So we'll see. It will be when it be. Achievements. I'll deal with that later. Alright. Yeah, nothing else to do here. Still working on my next video, though I'm gonna probably... Yeah, it'll be a while before it's done. And then I think I might want to make Miliaster Wonderland guide, so I gotta get making stuff and figure out how it works so that I can make guides to it. That's what I think I want to do next, but we'll see. I'll have to see what guides there already are and see if I can add something interesting to them of my own. But that's all for today. So, thanks for watching. And see you for Act 4. Possibly tomorrow. Maybe Friday. We'll see.